All right, guys, here we are. Number 3 of the best Gen X movies that don't get many mentions. We have so many great movies that we hear about quite a bit, like Goonies, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and so many more. But there are a lot of great movies that we have, that we had growing up that really shaped our generation. So here is the list, third list of the best Gen X movies that don't get many mentions. All right, this first movie was a late addition to this week's list because last weekend we were at my grandmother's house celebrating her birthday, and my mom went and asked me to do something, and I replied, "Yes, Mommy Dearest. Yes, this is the movie that is the reason why no Gen Xer has wire hangers in their closet to this day. It is a story of Joan Crawford from the view of her adoptive daughter, where Joan Crawford comes off as an abusive parent." Then we go to National Lampoon's Vacation with Chevy Chase, where we meet his accident-prone character, Clark Griswold, who we come to love over the years through the many National Lampoon Vacation movies. Then we go on to Real Genius. This one is non-stop laughter with shenanigans, hijinks, and tomfoolery, where a couple college students who are working on a laser have their laser stolen by their professor who's selling it to the military. They find out about it and they turn the tables and get him in trouble with the university. If you want a good movie to watch this weekend, Real Genius is the one. Then we go on to an early Jim Carrey in Once Bitten, where he is looking for love, or should we say sex, in all the wrong places when his girlfriend won't put out. So he goes to Hollywood to find somebody who will, and ends up with a vampire. This one is an early Jim Carrey movie, as I said. It is a comedy. It is funny. Of course, it's Jim Carrey, and I do recommend watching this one. And then we go on to the classic, Smokey and the Bandit. God, this one with Jackie Gleason and just all the characters. Oh my goodness. So Bandit he runs block for his trucker buddy, and they get asked to take Coors Light, which apparently back in the 70s was illegal to transport across state lines, to Georgia. And along the way, they attract the attention of law enforcement, of the likes of Buford T. Justice, when Bandit stops to help a damsel in distress who happens to be the sheriff's future daughter-in-law who ran away from her wedding. This is a great movie. Both of them, both Smokey and the Bandits, I love them. My wife and I just watched them a couple weeks ago. Great, great movies. Then Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. God, I love this movie. Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, John Amos, the whole cast is just amazing. I don't even have to explain this one. This one it's just self-explanatory. Watch it this weekend. And then we have Cocoon. Steve Guttenberg, Wilford Brimley, Jessica Tandy, such an all-star cast. We're a group of elderly people. They find a fountain of youth in a pool that they snuck into. Happens to be with cocoons from aliens. This is a good movie, good 80s movie. If you want something to watch as well, check it out, Cocoon with Steve Guttenberg. Then we go on to Caddyshack, more shenanigans and tomfoolery. Another great cast. Again, self-explanatory. I don't have to explain this one. And then we have the Mel Brooks spoof on Star Wars in the movie Spaceballs. This is a great movie. He's got John Candy. It's got such a great cast as well. If you're easily offended, please do not watch this one. If you are not easily offended, watch it today. Spaceballs is a great movie. I love it. I love it. Of course, you really can't go wrong when you're watching Mel Brooks. All right, guys, another great list. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did looking for these movies. There's a few in there that just are amazing movies. And we're getting to that time of year where it's a great time to have binge weekends. So if you haven't seen any of these movies, or it's been a long time since you've seen them, watch them again, because like I said, we're getting into that time of year where the weather is going to start turning on us, and it's a nice time to just stay inside and watch a movie or two or three, or hell, just stay inside all day and watch movies, or all weekend. I'm going to have a great list compiled to help fill those weekends. So once again, thank you for watching. Make sure you like or follow me so you know when the next list comes out, and also share it so that your friends can also share in the memories that we had growing up as Gen Xers. You guys have a great weekend, and please be safe.